Good afternoon and thank you for coming. Lindsay, Katie, and I are going to discuss changes in buildings and traffic patterns that are affecting the industrial market in 2009. Ed will detail the local St. Louis market. The cost to ship a container on the ocean has never been cheaper. However, 36 new ships like this one that carry in excess of 13,000 containers will be put in service in 2009. The ship costs approximately $180 million to build. You have 13,000 containers at $4,000 each. So you have a project cost of $230 million. Construction period, 3 to 4 years. Clayton office developers are used to these type of dynamics. The growth of the East Coast ports is changing traffic patterns. Improvements to the Panama Canal are accelerating those changes. In 2008, approximately 15,000 ships passed through the canal. Completion of the 7-year, $5.3 billion expansion will not only double the capacity, but triple the size of ships going through the canal. Currently today, it is cheaper to send your shipment from China to New York via the Panama Canal, and also creates less pollution than unloading in Los Angeles and taking a train to New York. The Heartland Corridor is one example of infrastructure improvements underway to link those East Coast ports to the Midwest. The Heartland Corridor is a direct link from the Norfolk, Virginia seaport to Columbus onto Chicago. 20 tunnels had to be enlarged to allow for double-stacked trains. Projects like this will continue to convert truck traffic to rail and change traffic patterns. Katie's going to address how the double-stack trains have evolved.
Thanks, Terry. The slowdown in the global economy has created opportunities for domestic trucking. When Terry was in college, long-haul trucking was the norm. One truck, one load. This evolved into 140 loads railed on to one train. Today, this is long-haul trucking. 1 intermodal train transporting 280 double-stacked 53-foot containers. These containers are loaded by crane in the intermodal yards. These double-stacked containers drive economies of scale This converts truck traffic to rail traffic. The double-stack containers you see here and the cranes needed to load them drive the need for these huge, modern intermodal yards. These yards can be compared to as an airport hub. They're consistent, they're reliable, and they're economical. The location of these yards will drive growth and change traffic patterns. Lindsay, what changes are we seeing in the warehouses?
Thanks, Katie. We're seeing buildings that are more efficient and work harder for the user. These types of facilities perform cross-docking. Materials are unloaded from an incoming truck and reloaded on an outgoing truck with little or no storage in between. Shipments typically spend less than 24 hours in a facility, sometimes less than an hour. Walmart, the world's largest retailer, uses cross-docking for 85% of its distribution. The building you see here is an example of a model being implemented nationally by the nation's third largest retailer. This is called a Rapid Deployment Center, or RDC. You may be saying to yourself, this looks like a typical 450,000 square foot modern bulk industrial building. Well, it's not. This building has 3 times the amount of dock doors, double the amount of trailer parking, and instead of being full of racking systems and pallets, this building is full of material handling systems. The idea behind this model is that the product never stops. The product is loaded onto a conveyor system from the truck, sorted, and reloaded on an outgoing truck. Instead of the product being stored in the warehouse, it's stored in the truck on a per shipment basis. Once the truck is full, it's off to its end user, which in this case is a retail location. Now, not all cross-docking facilities are 450,000 square feet. Let's take a look at one here in St. Louis. Corporate Express was in 129,000 square feet and moved to an approximate 30,000 square foot facility, cross-docking facility in North Park. This building has 17 dock doors, or about 1 door for every 1,700 square feet. This facility receives 2 shipments a day from Kansas City. The product flows directly onto corporate express delivery trucks and out to their customers. This model has proven to increase efficiency and reduce inventory, thus translating to tremendous cost savings for the user.
Thank you, Lindsay. As you can see, changing buildings and changing traffic patterns will present opportunities for the industrial real estate market in 2009. Now Ed will break down the St. Louis market for you.